Activists who participated in today's bus tour are hoping that President Obama and congressional leaders heed their calls for reform. But if history is any indication, it could be quite some time before Congress takes a heavy axe to the Pentagon's budget. Reporting for AU News, I'm Chris Young.
What's your problem?
Next up, this guy has a podcast called Three Guys On. It's very funny. He's one of the guys on. Let's hear it for Tim Miller, everyone. Give it up for Tim.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing tonight?
Doing comedy was always like a thing for me, but I never thought I would do it. When I left the Army, I still had leave, so I was still getting paid. So I was like, what am I gonna get a job? I don't know. And then I went to a comedy show. I just happened to go to a live comedy show in Maryland, and the dude that was on stage was horrible. And I said, now I remember what I was gonna do, and now I remember what I can do. Be better than that dude. I can be better than that dude. I know it.
We got sequestration coming up. Y'all ready for it? Does it affect anybody? Huh? Yeah. That shit is scary, man. Gas is going up again. It's at $4 again, man. We need to do something, man. We need to bring slavery back. I'm telling you. We need to bring it back. This fucking country was built on free labor. Bring slavery back for a year and a half, son. Just a year and a half. I'm not talking about us. I'm not talking about black people. I'm not talking about black slaves. You see?
Here we come, yo. Here we come. Randolph Terrence.
I'm Andy Klein.
And this is Tim Miller.
Hey, Three Guys On.
The podcast, the idea started whenever we would go out. When we would go to Wiseacres in Tyson's Corner, after the show, we would go out and just talk about everything that's going on. Talk about the show, talk about whatever. And just the conversation would steer off in the 8 different directions. And then, all right, guys, see y'all later. So we just said, let's do a thing. Podcasts are new. Let's get it together.
Anytime he stands up, she goes, "Take this, buddy."
I have seen Tim from the very beginning. Okay, Tim started at Wiseacres Comedy Club in Tyson's Corner. He was pretty fucking bad. I'm gonna be honest, he was pretty fucking sorry. He was not good at all. I'm just telling you the truth. This is just how it goes. But that's basically the starting point for every stand-up comic. You start off bad. Tim was there.
Let me see if this joke works right quick. Do y'all have CVS chapstick in your pocket?
Nope.
Black people, I'm talking to them. Y'all have CVS? No? That joke won't work.
Tim has this thing where that's Tim laughing. Tim has this thing where he likes to make the audience uncomfortable, we'll say. Okay? So at any moment, the show can devolve down into fuck all of you. I don't know what's wrong with you people. He can devolve into that real quickly. He's very funny, but it can start to go in that vein. That's the best for me.
Who would you enslave if you could have a slave? Your grandfather had 40,000 of them, so let's not.
I think it was maybe 6 months into comedy when Tim sort of got funny, when everyone started talking about Tim. There was a point where he was just one of the guys, and then, because I would come back and forth from New York, and suddenly Tim was like a guy that people were talking about. Like, you got to see Tim Miller. He's gotten really good. Tim's funny now.
The only time Mick can cry is ESPN 30 for 30. That's the only time Mick can cry. Watching our favorite sports stars die or get like an ankle bracelet or some shit. We're like, fuck, come on, Isaiah, do it!
I feel like I do well. I can do well at certain times, and sometimes I'm like, ugh. I just think about the laws. I think about when, okay, I could have did something there. Like, there's something better there. And then I go back to, maybe I should have written this joke. Maybe I should write all my jokes. Maybe I should stop doing comedy because I don't write anything. Maybe I should just go back to being a photographer, videographer, or maybe go back to the Army. And then it just goes back full circle, and then I do the next show.
That's an easy movement to have, though. Gay people against Chick-fil-A, that's an easy movement. It's like black people getting mad at LL Bean if they say some shit about us. You know, LL Bean was talking about, what? What the fuck they say? Fuck LL Bean, we boycotting them shits, man. What's LL Bean? I never seen one of you guys have a nice idea what to
Sorry. One more time for Tim Miller, everyone.
I got puck. I got it. I still got weak.
After the Oklahoma bombings, a lot of the public government space got closed down. This used to be a road out here. This was also closed down, and now it became basically a park, essentially. A couple guys just showed up one day and started skating. A few more guys joined. Next thing you know, it's 18 years later, and guys still come out on Saturday and or Sunday. So yeah, it's great. It's 5-on-5. We have one goalie. Maybe you can see in the background. He's kind of standing in front of that small pop-up net. So again, it's Yahoo groups to find out if we got the game going on or not. And yeah, it's awesome. I've been doing this like for 5 years, and every weekend it's really great to come out because it's such a historical place. I mean, you're rollerblading right by the White House. So much happens there, and you have all these people walking by from every different country you can imagine, and they stop and look and speak to us, and you're allowed to do this here. So yeah, it's really exciting to be part of it.
I like it. I guess you cannot do this in front of the Kremlin, so to say. That's I mean, it's a sign of freedom. I like it.
It's definitely really cool. I'm sure the Secret Service has all our pictures just in case, want to run some background checks on us. But it's definitely, it's a very cool setting to see everybody come by with their cameras and, snap pictures of us while we're playing, and also take pictures of the White House too. That's game. Game! It's almost like we're part of the scenery at this point, because anybody who comes down knows that we're here. I've met people at work that I didn't know, and I'll start talking with them. They ask what I do on the weekends. I tell them this. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen you guys before. Yeah, I watched their game last weekend. So it's kind of cool that it's become, I think it's 16, 17 years at this point. It's become kind of part of what going to visit the White House is about on the weekend mornings. Scotty Boys, middle! Nice pass. Woo!
Good finish. That's a nice finish.
Nice.